Hi, this is Melissa with Your Story, and I want to chat with you today about some things that you may not have thought about when looking into hiring a wedding photographer. So I'm going to give you a few little tips here. Number one, communication. When you are emailing that photographer that you adore the website, you are feeling moved by some photos that you're looking at, and you email them and you don't hear back, that is a good indicator of possibly how the continued relationship with them is going to go. So lack of communication is a red flag. That's somebody that you wouldn't want to book. Your expectations should be high from the email start. Also look at the wording in that email. Is it dry? Does it have nothing in it but the pricing? Are they kind of rude? Is there things in there that would indicate, or look for things in there that would indicate how your relationship with them is going to be. If they're kind of cold and not warm and fuzzy, that's a good indicator of someone you wouldn't want to book. When you do sit down with them, and I highly advise that you do actually sit down with them. They don't have to have a studio like us. We've not always had that. I just enjoy having a space in our home where I can meet clients. I want them to get to know me, and I want to get to know them. So why I enjoy visiting with clients is it's kind of like a date, a mini date for me. I want to know, is this someone I want to hang out with all day? Now, there's some studios that want to force you into a relationship with them. They don't care who it is. They want to get the rear in the seat. They want to book the couple. It doesn't matter to them. To us, it matters. I want you to connect with me, and I want that to happen vice versa. So really look at those things. If you're a person that's relationship oriented, and you should be when it comes to wedding photography, because you're going to have that person with you all day long. So when you're sitting down with them, what's their personality like? Are they cold? Can they not communicate things with you? Is there not a beautiful teeter-totter of conversation going on? Are they over talking? Are they using words like high resolution, DPI, pixels? You don't understand what any of that means unless you're a photographer yourself. So it's really important that they can break down terms into things that you understand. It's really important that you get along with them. Yes, there's a ton of technical things that you need to look for, and when you come into us, I'll explain all of those things to you in a very palatable, very easy to digest way. But if you're meeting with somebody and all they're talking about is their camera gear and all of these technical terms that you have nothing about, know nothing about, that doesn't mean anything to you. What they need to connect with you and educate you on are those things, but in a way that you can understand. And they're also going to help you as you shop around what terms to look for and what not to look for. So kind of enjoy those tips. And here's a couple other things. Do you get along with them? And I mentioned this before, can they convey back to you what your heart is for the day? So a bride will, or a couple will say something to us, and I will say back to them what I think I heard. Most of the time it's a yes. That's exactly what I want. You understand me. And then I always add some things on top of what I think they want. And it's usually a yes, yes, yes. So really watch for those things. Can they help you set up a timeline for your day? There's some photographers that they think that it is above them to set up a timeline, which is completely standard and should be in the industry. So can they give you a flow of what your day is going to look like? Can they give you professional advice on what things you should do and what things you shouldn't? Not necessarily what you should or shouldn't do, but like, here's reasons why you could do it this way. Here's my professional opinion on what I've seen and why this may not be a good fit for you. So are they injecting those things, or is it very cold, and do they have no opinions and no ideas for things? So watch out for that. And I was going to say something's very important. You can go online and you can look at lists of things, and you can come into my studio and give me a list of questions, and I will be happy to answer all of those things. But one thing a lot of brides don't ask, and they forget to ask, is what are you going to do if you get sick? And how important are your clients to you in that? Have you worked with the flu? Have you worked with a stomach bug? Have you worked with an eye infection and shot with one eye? Any of these crazy things can happen because we're all human, but you need to know what is your backup plan. So for Jeremy and I, our answer is we have associates on staff. We have deep relationships with other photographers that we can pull from. If someone is stammering and stuttering and does not have those relationships, that's really important. You should really look at that as a red flag and take note in that and just continue looking. So at the end of the day, it's really important that you have the right fit for you, and I tell every person that sits in our consult room, you're going to know. If it's not me, that's okay, because I want to be happy and I want you to be happy. You need to keep looking until you find that Cinderella moment, the shoe fits, the last puzzle piece, the fireworks are going off, and you know that that person is for you, and you're going to. Just like you found your mate, all of those puzzle pieces are going to come together in a beautiful way, and you're going to know who that photographer is. I'm not here to force you. I am here to have you come into my studio. I want to make an impact on you. I want you to know what we offer. I want you to know everything about who we are as a studio and what your expectations can be from us and our company. So enjoy these tips, pass them on to your friends, and have a great wedding planning. It's a wonderful process. Do not be overwhelmed by it. Take little chunks and little pieces at a time and mark those little things off. And many blessings to you on your journey in looking for a wedding photographer. Thank you.